Hey guys, Claire here, and today I'm going to share with you what's in my purse, pregnancy edition. So I did this last time with Carrie Rad, which was so fun, but this time I figured I'm well along in my pregnancy and I thought I'd share with you guys some of the stuff that I have like in my bag that I can't live without. It's not all pregnancy related, by the way. There's like normal human things in here too. But the funny thing is, so I don't know if you guys remember the purse I had on the Carrie Rad video. It was this really big Clare Vivier, kind of like my entire life is in this purse bag. My sister Amanda, who is incredibly chic and also very real, kind of in the reality show way where she's like, I'm keeping it real. So she like reamed me for this purse because I wore it to a fancy event for like fashion people that we both went to. And she's like, Claire, you're like carrying this giant bag. You need a normal bag. And I was like, I don't have any more. So anyway, Amanda got me this, which is another Clare Vivier, but a much smaller bag. And I made fun of her because I was like, what the hell? This is like a wallet with a thing attached to it. I can't fit anything in here. And she's like, try. But I'm able to fit everything in here. I like can't believe it. It's great. So as long as my husband doesn't say something like, hey, can you carry my wallet, keys, and Kindle, then it's great. So first thing first is, and they're kind of crumbled because they were in my purse, so bear with me. Pita chips. I also love sleeves of saltines. I get hungry, but also kind of, not really nauseous, but just, I don't know how else to put it, but like as a pregnant lady, I just kind of like don't want to eat anything, but I also want to have something. So like a salty cracker is basically like my favorite thing right now. I know you might think it's insane that I have this in my purse, but I do carry them in my purse. I have a Perrier. I don't know what on earth happened to me when I became pregnant, but I used to be flat water only girl, and now I cannot get enough of fizzy water. It makes me so happy. Craig, my husband, buys Perrier in bulk at Costco for me now because it's like my go-to thing. Every day I grab one, put it in my bag, and head out. But I love it. It's so good. So this is like a little bag, and I have my knitting project in here. I know, I bet you didn't expect a knitting project inside this like tiny purse. But I'm working on the baby blanket and it's actually going pretty well. I mean, I know it's not like a blanket, it's like a scarf at the moment, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna turn out nicely. It's the first time I've done a border on a blanket before, and I'm using the smallest needles I've used so far. If you're into this yarn, it's called Doe Eyes by Madelinetosh. And I actually bought the yarn before I knew the sex of the baby, so I figured it's like a nice neutral kind of taupey color. But I love having the knitting as a project. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm trying to be on my phone a lot less. So having this to work on when I'm waiting for something, it's just much better. And then kind of keeping in that same like hobby to keep me busy thing, I have my Kindle, which I've shown off like many times to you guys, but I am an avid reader, and same thing, instead of reaching for my phone and looking at social media, I tend to just kind of grab my book and kind of, you know, keep reading, keep learning. I have a weird amount of books on here. Right now, I'm doing research for season 2 of the podcast. So I'm reading about colonial American foodways. Super exciting. It is though, it's really good. Okay, no one cares. So the next thing I have, which I feel like if you guys know what I like, I feel like I like 3 things and then that's basically all I talk about. So this is Caudalie, it's their Eau De Beaute. Jason Wu designed this for them, but like it's the same thing as always. I just like that it's tiny. So what you do is you just shake it up and you spray it. And it immediately smells amazing. Like it smells so good. Your face feels fresh. I love this. And I actually like spray it when I'm, I don't know, about to go to a meeting, or if I'm just feeling gross, which when you're pregnant, you feel gross a lot. So I love this. It's so good. Speaking of feeling gross a lot, this is my absolute favorite. You can tell because it's like completely worn down. Hand sanitizer. So it's a natural hand sanitizer, but not in like a pretend way like natural deodorants, because we all know that that is like made up nonsense, but like this is actually working. It's by a company called Jao, and it's not just for hands, which I don't really know what that means. So it's 98.5% natural, and so it's mostly water and essential oils, but then there's some other stuff in there that I won't get into. Anyway, but it's really wonderful and it smells amazing because it has lavender and clary sage in it and like a little bit of geranium. It's just the best smelling thing. And I love having it in my car. So anytime after I, go to the gas station or whatever, I just spray it and like my hands smell great. And then after I do that with my hands, I use this, which is my Aesop hand salve. So the baby has been stripping my life force out of my body, and so this also includes moisture. So my hands are really creepy and skeletal and like lizard skin, and it's annoying. So, and I am never someone who's had to deal with like dry skin issues. It's just not, like I had sensitive skin, but like it's never dry. So having dry skin because of the pregnancy is mega weird. But I love this hand salve. Aesop's scents are just fantastic. They're super, I don't know, like is elegant a weird word to use, but they're just beautiful. Like this one, what's in it? I love this one. It's the Resurrection one, and it has mandarin rind, rosemary leaf, and cedar wood. And it's, very unisex, but so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And they have a couple of different scents. I actually have like the whole thing. So there's one for my purse, there's one on my bedside table, there's one inside my car. Like I'm very addicted. Kind of keeping up in the smelling nice camp. I'm now in that phase where I can smell everything. So I have like super smell, and it's very annoying. It's a blessing and a curse, but usually a curse. And so I really like having nice smelling things around. So this is one of my favorites. It's Green Musk by Nova. I like that it's little, and it isn't too strong of a smell, but it's really lovely. It's like a little musky, but it has a very green, fresh, bright scent to it as well. So I can just roll this here and like sniff and just kind of like, if I'm near something that doesn't smell good, like my husband's cauliflower rice, I can just be like sniffing my wrists in a corner somewhere. And then this is another one of my absolute favorites. It's the Glossier lip balm in Like, which they say is like a soft pink, but it's to me like more of like a natural rosy tint, and I love it. It's just like enough color every time. So pretty. I love this one so much. And then, I've got a nail file. I did not purposefully choose one this color. This is just the color it was, but I don't know what it is, but I break my nails like nobody's business, and every time it's like, come on. So having a nail file is a must-have in, I think, any lady's purse. Anyway, but that's what you guys can find in my purse as I'm a pregnant lady, but also just, I usually carry 90% of these objects in my purse regardless of, carrying a child. But anyway, do you guys carry any of the same things I do? I would love to hear about it. Do you also have knitting in your purse? I would love to hear about that. If so, like what project are you working on right now? I can only do flat things. I can only do like a scarf or a baby blanket, and a scarf is a big baby blanket, just FYI, it's the same thing. I'm a terrible knitter, but I really enjoy doing it. I also am convinced it's helping me with my math, because I can't count. Like it's really silly. Like my brain is only dedicated to like history and literature, and just was like, screw you math. So I'm hoping that the knitting is helping with that. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Please like it if you do, and comment below. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.